All right. Got a little update to do here. Basically, like the past week of Flyers announced Chuck Fletcher as the fucking GM, new GM. Chuck Fletcher, such a funny name. Apparently, there's some pedigree there where Bobby Clark gave him his start back when Florida Panthers were an expansion team in the early '90s. Apparently, he's hybrid between the new model general manager, which is Hextall, and sort of the old style, which would be homegrown style. So he's supposed to be in the middle somewhere between getting the big free agents without mortgaging the future. But I mean, then again, there's no every fucking concept is, so we'll see. I was lucky enough to have a good buddy of mine, Maxwell Ferraro. I went to college with him, played some hockey with him. He was a good player, but also really talented with like video production, video editing, electronic media major. Gave me some awesome seats the other night, some tickets to the Flyers game to play Columbus. So I went with two of my buddies from work that really liked the Flyers, my boy John, my boy Charles Rose. And we had a great time. So Max, thank you, big fucking time. It was awesome, dude. Anytime you want to give some tickets away. Anyway, okay, as far as the game's concerned, for the most part, they didn't play that well, and it was kind of indicative of everything we've been seeing of them, the inconsistencies. But I thought that being that it was really Chuck Fletcher's his first game as GM, a lot of guys are now playing for their jobs. It's a different dynamic. Nothing's guaranteed. Everyone's playing for their job in a sense. I mean, they came out as I don't want to say terrible, but it wasn't great. They were opportunistic with that 2-on-1 where Giroux, scored, and he's had a great scoring touch. They got scoring touch this year, which we haven't seen over the past few years, which is nice to see. But other than that, I mean, then after that, 3 shots by the end of the first period. Might have been 10 by midway through the second. It was just really, really bad. There was no, and being at the game, you're able to see a little bit more than what TV shows you as far as what they're doing systematically and stuff. And I don't know if it's just me, I could be wrong, but over the past few weeks or so, or a few games, Hextall needs to make up his mind about what systems we're playing, because some days we seem to pressure and then other days we don't. I mean, the entire first half of that, and really to the last 10 minutes of that game, they were running a trap, which essentially is a 1-2-2 forecheck. I mean, there's 1 minute on the puck to try and force, say, a defender, or someone who has the puck behind their goal to one corner. They force them to that corner, and then that second guy reads high, tries to pinch it on the boards with him, and then that third guy is kind of weighs up even a little higher as he'll move over, and basically, trying to clog up his zone to break out to stop any breakout passes. Well, it didn't fucking work. I don't know if he was scared of their speed or what it was, but it didn't work for shit. And it wasn't that Columbus was doing anything particularly incredible or anything like that. It was just just a bad call on all levels. I don't understand why Axtell would go with that, and they had nothing going. And the break-in into the zones offensively is stale as fuck. I don't know what the hell the deal is, but they just skate down the boards one way or another and just kind of coast in there, and they look for these sort of stretch passes right across, like through the slot, not into the slot, but through the slot, and it just doesn't happen. And if anything, I noticed that the defensemen were oftentimes being the ones with speed skating it in, and then kind of jumping up into play, which is kind of nice, which is cool, but I also could see why there's so many odd man rushes against us throughout the season. Just really baffling to me. Yuri Laterra is a fucking bum. I couldn't help but notice how much of a dog he was out there, and he sucked. Andrew McDonald, the least physical player I've ever fucking seen. I mean, I swear. Just no physicality to his game whatsoever. And I mean, I like what is it, maybe like 5 years ago now, that when they brought him over, because he was always up at the top of the league in block shots. I'm talking about 200 plus block shots. That's definitely something that's valuable as a defenseman, and even that aspect of his game is trailed off. So I don't see what purpose he's really serving. He doesn't seem to be doing nothing. And with all that being said, down 3-1 somehow in the third, they come back, right? And to me, the whole game we're kind of screaming for them to just dump the puck in, get in there with some pressure, 2 men on the puck as opposed to the 1-2-2, which would be now we have 2-1-2, 2 guys on the puck, 1 guy reading high trying to give that support. Fuck it, stupid thing went out. But honestly, it was nice to see at first, but it also seemed when they started doing that they were kind of lazily, not lazily, but just dumping it in there, throwing it in there, like almost as if they'd given up. I don't want to say that, but it was just weird. But all of a sudden they started getting some pressure, and then, a couple of nice plays, nice passes, and a nice finish, 2 finished by fucking Sanheim, scores his first 2 goals of his career to get us back into the game. And listen, I'll tell you what, although it was frustrating, I enjoyed the experience because I never had that experience at Wells Fargo. Not in which they lost the game, but in which the team really wasn't that good, and the tension sort of in the atmosphere of the rink, as well as among the fan base. And they were just we were just itching for something to get excited about, get riled up over. It didn't really seem to come. But then towards the end of the game, they were loud. They wanted to be into it. They're waiting for it. So as Fletcher and Scott and Holmgren were promising, to make it competitive and have a winning product, blah, 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 blah. Well, let's fucking see it, because the fan base is itching for it. All right, so as they somehow do, even though they start notoriously bad, they always seem to kind of get it together and tie it up at the end late. Maybe, come up short a lot, but at least grab a point. Here's what's fucking baffling to me. I just don't fucking get it. And this is why Hackstall honestly needs to go. In addition to the systems being stupid as hell, the lines being retarded, Sanheim scores his first 2 goals of his career at home against the Metropolitan leaders, which would be Columbus. First 2 goals, nice goals, both of them. The last 2 minutes of the game, we're pressuring. Sanheim's not on the ice at all. No knock on Haig or anything, but Haig is out there? I don't even get it. Even Goss is ready to make a play all night. He was out there the last 2 minutes? All right, fine, whatever. I guess we'll bite on that, even though it was fucking annoying. Overtime comes. Is Sanheim out there? Nah, no. You got Provorov out there, who I love him, but he hadn't made a play all night. He's dealing with confidence issues, everyone knows that. And they put him out there instead of a guy who's a fucking hot hand. The team was dead. There was no spark, really. The first line was pretty good all night. Claude Giroux has had a great scoring touch and looked dangerous all night. Does he start overtime? No. Not against TK or Couturier. They're playing well in their own right, but, come on, dude. How fucking retarded can you be? How stupid are you, Hackstall? Put your fucking captain out there who's looked good all night. The offensive defenseman who just scored his first 2 goals. They got the place bumping. We're back in it all of a sudden. Somehow we went from having 3 shots in the first period to, I don't know if the shots were even by the end or just about, around 29-30. It was a slow building game, and they'd been. But what they do, he makes some fucking boneheaded bullshit calls, puts Provorov out there and TK Couturier, and they just come right down and score. It was maddening, to be honest. And Hackstall is the team is a representation of him, emotionless, and it sucks to say that because the Flyers are always a passionate team, JVR wasn't, we barely saw him out there. Once in a while there was a JVR spotting. Didn't do anything, no puck control, no nothing. I don't believe he fits. I think it's the wrong move. It was the wrong move. Max, who got me the tickets, who works for Flyers, editing the videos, does a great job, really great job. It was awesome. It brought up the point that maybe Hextall had signed him with the Simmons negotiations looming, and that makes it makes sense. I could see Hextall kind of trying to reverse what Holmgren did, a few years before that with the Shen thing, because, that wasn't a great trade. Luke Shen. But I don't think JVR fits here. I think they should just trade him. I think he's the one to go. He's not a bona fide shooter. That's what this team has been lacking, been needing. Max and I talked about it a bit. It would help someone like Voracek or anything. Just have a bona fide shooter, a sniper. And JVR's making a lot of money, and it definitely makes sense to re-sign Simmons. He was way more important to the city and the team than JVR could ever be, as well as, you know, Ed Snyder looking at him as like an ambassador of the work he's done or did throughout his life and over his career with inner city hockey programs, and a lot of that is minorities, and especially, you know, black kids. So it's a huge thing, and Wayne Simmons takes a lot of pride in that, and come on, I fucking love Simmons. Fuck JBR, I guess. You know, either that or I think, unfortunately, maybe trade Gostisbehere, because I don't know. He's got some value, and we'll see. However, a few minor twists to line up and some personnel, and I believe that this team is on the cusp, but we're always saying that, right? But it'll be nice to have a fresh voice in there and everything, and a lot of thanks to Hextall for the clearing up of the salary cap, this, that, and the other. But hopefully Fletch can bring some talent in, because they do need it. And again, thanks to Max. Fucking works for Flyers, editing the videos at the lives. It was awesome. The fucking presentation was great. I think it was a 90s night. We got some awesome shirts. So thanks again, man. And fuck, go Flyers, right?